consequences, no hangovers.
Hello everyone. In today's video, we will do a deep dive on a character that is surely featured in your nightmares. Clad in velvet and an eerie smile. We're talking about none other than Rose the Hat. Few characters in Stephen King's illustrious world of horror match the sheer panache and creepy factor of the chilling and maniacal Rose. Forget your usual haunting. Rose goes way beyond that, exuding unsettling charm and a gluttonous appetite. She leads an endless quest for immortality. So, grab your hats and join us as we embark upon a terrifying exploration into everything Rose the Hat. Let's get started. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The Hat and the Hunger, the origins of Rose. Rose O'Hara, better known as Rose the Hat, is the leader of the True Knot, a hush-hush cult of psychic vampires. While her true origins are unknown, she is believed to be centuries old. What keeps her looking like a creepier Miss Poppins is something called steam, which is the life essence of the children who possess the shine. And the process is as sinister as it sounds. She must torture the children to access the steam, which hints at the horrific nature behind her soft smile. Her name is inspired by her signature black top hat, which she wears at a charming tilt. It's not just a piece of clothing. The hat truly reflects who she is. Fans love to speculate about its significance. Some even believe that it may enhance her psychic abilities, while others think it adds to her magical and captivating charm. She stands tall and striking, with dark hair and a stylish bohemian wardrobe that complements her enchanting, ethereal vibe. An important part of her identity is her well-managed appearance. For Rose, everything is a performance, the means to an end. Her flowing dark hair, piercing eyes, and stylish bohemian wardrobe lend themselves to the performance, which is meant to charm and scare everyone in turn. Her eyes seem to possess an uncanny ability to see through facades, which only adds to the unpleasant aura she exudes. Despite her charming appearance, Rose is a predator in a league of her own. Her innate ability to waylay and manipulate people makes her particularly lethal to children, who are her favorite thing to hunt and feed on. And she doesn't just take them captive, she relishes their pain. Something that sets her apart from typical villains of her age is that she doesn't rely on brute force. It's all charm and chains for her. In many ways, she's the dark witch of antiquity, timeless, ethereal, and always ravenous. In the list of interesting villains, Rose ranks high because she presents a delightfully gray argument for the psyche of a dark character, for she believes in the righteousness of what she does. She considers herself a superior being and considers her hunger for steam a right, not a crime. She calls non-shiners rubes, highlighting her elitist attitude and lack of basic human empathy. This combination of arrogance, antiquity, and magnetism makes Rose the Hat one of Stephen King's most intriguing characters. The Devil Wears Velvet, Rose in the Dr. Sleep novel. In Dr. Sleep, Rose is the main antagonist who sets up a campaign of kidnapping, torturing people, and murdering her victims. She's in charge of the True Knot, a group of individuals who require steam to prolong their lives. This group consists of Crow Daddy, the ruthless snakebite Andy, Barry the Chick, Silent Sari, and Fat Annie. Rose addresses these people as her family, yet she leads them in a ruthless manner. In one of the most read moments of the novel, the True Knot takes the life of Bradley Trevor, a young boy with an impressive shine, by torturing him until the steam he produces is fully depleted. Rose performs the act in an emotionless way, clearly showing her cruelty. At this event, Dan and Abra understand just how dangerous the True Knot really is. Rose may be brutal, but she's clever and knows how to be strategic. When the True Knot members get sick from the dirty steam, she acknowledges the peril and seriously thinks about leaving. However, her pride and greed make her act carelessly, which causes her to lose everything. Rose is described by Stephen King as alluring, feminine, and caring, yet heartless and self-centered. She stems from evil and simply treats torturing and killing others as if they were real-life rights. She recklessly challenges Dan and Abra in the fight because she does not realize how strong they truly are. At the end of the story, when Winthrop attacks Rose, Rose crumbles and dies, her life and omnipotent thoughts destroyed. Silver screen interpretation, the cinematic power of Rose. The role of Rose the Hat in Mike Flanagan's 2019 film was played by Rebecca Ferguson, and many praised her performance for being both spellbinding and very mysterious. Although many storylines from the novel are different in the film, Rose continues to shine as a villain just as much as she did in the novel. the abduction and murder of Bradley Trevor, remains a standout scene for many. Despite the lack of blood, its powerful sense of brutality during riveting scenes has made it notorious in contemporary horror. Calmly, Rose enjoys watching her cult abuse the boy, letting his cries fuel her enjoyment. Ferguson appears calm and beautiful, while the boy suffers in pain, highlighting the contrast between these two sides. Many also love the time Rose used astral projection to enter into Abra's mind, but instead, she became lost in a mental haze. It demonstrates her authority and pride, as well as the amazement she feels when a teen outsmarts her. Rose screaming when her mind is abused by Abra makes us shudder, but there's something freeing in her pain. The ending in the film is not the same as in the book. Rose finds her demise in the returned Overlook Hotel, as seen in The Shining. Ultimately, the ghosts of the hotel, the Grady twins, and Room 237's woman are too strong. It's significant. Just as Rose took people's powers, the past that she tried to control took hers away. Change, shifting the focus. The portrayal of evil in both the novel and movie goes beyond merely examining Rose's character. It also mirrors societal beliefs about evil during that era. Here, Rose commands her followers, using ideology and power to terrify them, and she has lasted for many years. In the movie, Rose turns into a more captivating performer, a witch siren whose evil affects only those close to her. It now paints her as a threat to people's minds, not just their souls. While King wrote about family hierarchy, power, and tribes, the movie focuses on addiction, being preyed upon in traumatic experiences. She does not desire steam-like food, but more like an intense craving, and it's clear how she begins to panic as the survivors reduce in number. Additionally, the movie looks at Rose's weaknesses as well as her strengths. Abra's scene of finding her way into Rose's mind gives the audience a moment to feel her inner fears. These experiences add more depth to the main character. Rather than making Rose easy to understand, the movie shows her as a frightening villain and also reveals how human weakness leads to pride, power, and an inability to release what she wants. Meet the True Knot, steam-hungry family of Rose. Even though Rose the Hat is the key character, her dark reputation is closely tied to the True Knot. They are difficult to tell apart from elderly RV tripmakers migrating along America's roads. However, just beneath its disguise is something very old, fierce, and entirely non-human. The True Coot is nourished by the steam released when kids with the shine are killed. They rely on this to guarantee their ongoing lives. Over the ages, their humanity disappears each time a new crop of monsters is created and destroyed. Crow Daddy is Rose's strong and calm enforcer. Snakebite Andy is known for using her psychic pushes to take control. And the sensitive steam detector is Barry the Chink. Rose rules them with both kindness and authority, calling them her children. But disloyalty leads to her acting swiftly and furiously. The True Knot is not truly a cult, but rather a society that has gotten very good at hiding from everyone around them. However, their biggest flaw is that they believe their people will never be destroyed. After meeting Abra Stone, the masks come off, and they realize how much they still want their prize. Rose's persona, the harmony of charm and terror, the cult leader's charisma. Rose has many different sides to her personality. When you first meet her, you notice how warm, affectionate, and fun-loving she is, making it easy for people to follow her. Brittany often uses gentle words and has a romantic way about her. Unfortunately, such kindness is just an act. The real Rose is cold and calculating, using her tricks to influence the people near her. She considers outsiders country hicks and basically thinks humans can be tossed aside. Her charm is her most powerful tool. No one feels forced to stay loyal to her. Yet, they often are inspired to. What gives her such a frightening appearance is the creepy combination of empathy with evil. She's not an evil monster crouching in the dark. During the day, she looks lovely, smiles happily, and kills without hesitation. Still, her arrogance causes her to fall. She thinks less of Abra than she should, thinks she's stronger than she is, and fails to see that she might not win until it's all over. A channel of psychic might. Rose is an incredibly powerful character due to her psychic gifts, which nearly make her unbeatable, but not if someone stronger defeats her. Astral projection. Because of this, Rose is able to spy on or enter the minds of others who are far from her. In the story, she glides through space and arrives in Abra's room, creating a shocking and strange effect. Instead, Abra deceives Rose by entering her mind, which results in a scene that is easy to remember. Telepathy. Rose talks mentally with members of her cult and understands what people around her are feeling. In this way, she resembles a wolf that can sense other members of the group and notice possible threats from far away, even before other wolves become aware. Memory reading. She's able to explore other people's memories one after another, just as you would flip pages through a book. She tries to gather information from Abra in both the book and movie, using her psychic abilities, certain that her mind could not defy her will. Psychic detection. Whenever a child with the shine tests their abilities, Rose can feel it from a distance, even many kilometers away. For this reason, she is an unstoppable killer who can track down and harm new victims in the most frightening manner. Weaknesses. The cracks forming her facade. Rose's power is immense, but she can still be injured. Her biggest flaw is believing she is better than everyone else. Her ego causes her to forget that it is dangerous to underestimate her opponents, especially since Abra has a shine that is stronger than anything she has seen before. Furthermore, since she survives thanks to the power of steam, a lack of supply causes both her body and powers to lose strength. Faced with the loss of the true knot from diseased steam, Rose starts behaving recklessly. She becomes addicted and is willing to risk anything for another dose of the drug. She can also be attacked on the level of psychic forces. Abra is mentally strong enough to push out Rose and even use Rose's magic against her. Rose is hurt and made a prisoner during a psychic attack in the film, which is unusual for the leader of the cult. Trivia: The Velvet Curtain. For a character with such a devoted fan base, it's hard not to have some intriguing trivia. Let's delve into a few of these about our favorite hatted demon. The hat. Rose's hat is more than just a unique piece of clothing. In the book and movie, this marks her purpose and role among the True Knot. Some fans believe it assists her in using her psychic abilities, but no one is sure why she keeps it. Fun fact: Rebecca Ferguson, the actress chosen as Rose in Dr. Sleep, almost said no to the film before she read the script and was intrigued by the role. As a result of her acting, fans often see her as one of the finest horror villains in recent years. King's perspective. King was a fan of Ferguson's approach to Rose. Regardless of the movie finishing differently from the book, he praised Ferguson's talent at adding a chilling touch to her lines and perfectly portraying the main character's split personality. The name Rose the Hat is likely inspired by the standard trickster role of the traveling magician or predictor from series. She wears outfits suggestive of Romani traditions to reinforce the theme. Early scripts. In the initial scripts for the movie, Rose was still able to locate and track down Abra, despite the True Knot being stopped. They decided to have her die in a poetic way, inside the Overlook Hotel instead. Marvelous verdict. Rose the Hat is not only a villain, but also a representative of the classic horror genre. With her kind-hearted looks and wicked behavior, she excites viewers with every word, gesture, and dark tone she uses. No matter if you meet Rose in King's book or through Rebecca Ferguson's unique portrayal, she's one of the most distinctive antagonists today. The thing that sets her apart are the powers in her hands, as well as her commanding behavior. She's charming, uses beautiful language, and is absolutely frightening, something we don't often see in horror films. Her loss is completely understandable because of the mistakes she made. Despite many ghosts and ghouls in this genre, Rose the Hat stands out as a mix of vampire and witch and the stuff of nightmares. She's a cult film icon we didn't know existed but will never forget. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.